We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Phillies attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Julio Urias, Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Settling in now, Gene Segura, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball well outside.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Ready now, Bryce Harper. And the Phils trying to make this first inning even better here. McCutchen stands at second with no outs. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Two is a changeup that misses 3-2.
This is just the first inning, but this next pitch is a big one. You don't want to find yourself with 2 on, nobody out, and the 3, 4, 5 guys coming up.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Betts has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 17, Reese
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Into the box now, Nick Williams. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. High in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
So now to the plate, Davy Grioli. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. 1 for the Phillies here on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up, and Philadelphia is off to an early 1-0 lead. Jake Arrieta starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Stepping up now, Mookie Betts. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side. That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
Stepping in now, Justin Turner. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First and second here with nobody out. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Harper looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And with it, they've left in front now 3-1.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
To the plate now, Cody Bellinger. A ball and 2 strikes now. So far this season, Bellinger begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. Drilled right back up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly, and that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Peterson.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. He was hitless in the shutout last night. 3 runs already home here. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Digging for second now goes Peterson. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
At the plate now, Corey Seager. This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutchen is under it, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Next for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. And the payoff pitch. Sinker misses, ball 4.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
So striding in, Will Smith. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
The 1-1 home is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Row, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
Drilled down the line, and this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
In now, Julio Urias. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 2 out here and a runner at second. Left side, but well fouled. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. McCutcheon is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Phillies 1. Josh Harrison stands in. In past meetings with Julio Urias, he's 0 for 4. The 1-1.
Nope, at the ball.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
2-2. Fouled off. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Seager retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for route number 1.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 49, Arrieta.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Well, it's been a rather lopsided series so far, with the Phillies dominating to this point and taking aim in this one at a series sweep.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Skied into very shallow right. Bellinger will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here it comes on 1-1. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Andrew McCutcheon. Hard on the ground towards short. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here, as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
All right, Dodgers, woo!
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The Phils had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
It's a kind of an easy thing to do when you're trying to sweep a team. You fall behind early. There's a lot of baseball still left, but they're going to have to score some runs and score some in a hurry to get back into this one.
Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're down here 5-1. Here's Mookie Betts. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. So now to the plate, Justin Turner. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. Grounded back up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. Throw on to first in time. One away. So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A two-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time. And maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Hit out towards second. Gregorius to his left. He's there for it. And it's in time to get him. But they do play to run on the play.
Right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cody Bellinger. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. In for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Christopher Sanchez is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Into the box, Jock Peterson. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
To the plate now, Didi Gregorius. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. 1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup. Back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
At the plate now, Nick Williams. Outside, 2-1. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Davy Grion would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. Hard on the ground towards short. He's right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Phillies down in order. They trail 6-1. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Count is 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Standing in now, Gavin Lux. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2.
Nope, up there.
Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Will Smith. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
2 out with the man at first. Popped him up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. Dodgers lead this one 6-1. So coming to the plate, Davy Grion. He'll match up with Julio Urias to lead off the inning. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 3-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there. Ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
The third baseman, number 7, Josh.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Betts giving chase. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, not exactly sure why he's getting the hook, as he's given up just 1 run, but nevertheless he's on his way to an early shower. Jimmy Nelson comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Jimmy Nelson.
At the plate, Christopher Sanchez. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Peterson. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Gene Segura. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew McCutchen. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Ready with the 1-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Now in the box, Justin Turner. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-1 home. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. And he popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into second, and the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Stepping up to the plate, Max Muncy. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit to right. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here's the 2-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
So now to the plate, Jock Peterson. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because They don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. Payoff pitch on its way. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Jose Alvarez answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
number 52, Jose Alvarez.
Corey Seager will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
High in the air down the right field line. Harper has a read on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Dodgers leave them loaded as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Didi Gregorius. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate now, Nick Williams. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Weak roller right side. He's got it. And the tag gets him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Into the box, Davy Grion. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
1 out and a runner on third. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
The 3-1. Hard hit ball to second. And he's out on the tag. But they cut the deficit to 1 as a run does come across to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Stepping in, Josh Harrison. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He loses him on ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
So here now is the pitcher, Jose Alvarez. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. LA's on top 6-5. Bottom of the inning now. Standing in, Gavin Lux. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. The 2-1.
That's a ball.
No one out with a runner at second. He bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
He's probably frustrated with himself now after swinging at what should have been ball 4. Time for a deep breath.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
A.J. Pollock will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. None out, runners at first and second. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
To the plate now, Mookie Betts. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Dodgers strand a couple as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Ross Stripling takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Dodgers, number 68.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. Here's the 3-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Fouled off. Full count still.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Andrew McCutchen. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. The 1-1.
Ball, that's in.
A runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air to center field. Peterson will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, right fielder.
Opportunity now to take a look into some of the future plans for the Dodgers as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent minor league action. At the plate, Bryce Harper popped him up. Turner is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He singled his last time up. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled away. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies 5. Victor Arano enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 64, Victor Arano.
Next up is Max Muncy. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Bases are empty, one man out. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Jock Peterson, and he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Scott Alexander is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 75, Scott Alexander.
7th inning ready to roll. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Alexander is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. The 3-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. The next 3-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box now, Nick Williams, grounded weakly toward third. And there's out number 2. At the plate, Davey Grion. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. The 1-1.
That's bolted.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-1 home. Two out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. That's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with the good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Blake Trinan takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Into the box, Josh Harrison. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
He's set. The 3-2. Fouled off. Full count on its way. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Dodger bullpen does its job. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Dodgers out in front, 6-5. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Hector Neris will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. JT Realmuto will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. At the plate, Corey Seager. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now batting.
Standing in, Gavin Lux. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
Into the box now, Will Smith. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
The 1-2 is in off the plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Chris Taylor will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 3, Chris Taylor.
First and second now, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Taylor, originally from the state of Virginia, he was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Chris Taylor becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. In now, Mookie Betts. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Joe Kelly has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 17, Joe Kelly.
In now, JT Realmuto, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
To the plate now, Gene Segura. Swing and a line drive. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
So now to the plate, Andrew McCutchen. Liner in there for a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Right.
Here's Bryce Harper now. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Fouled away. The set and the 2-2, and it's fouled away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So stepping in, Didi Gregorius, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's the 2-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Got a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson has a read on it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Phillies leave him loaded. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Scott Kingery will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup. Digging in, Justin Turner. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in now, Max Muncy. All even now, 2-2. The Phillies are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark, so winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Up next will be Nick Williams. He'll lead it off against Jansen, who tries to close the door in this one.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for them.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third best. Digging in, Scott Kingery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Jansen is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Stepping into the box, Josh Harrison. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-2.
2-2.
Quick check on that tying run at first. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Into the box, JT Realmuto. This is popped up. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jimmy Nelson claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jake Arrieta permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Kenley Jansen hammers down the save, his 17th on the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.